Greetings, everyone, from amalightworker. This is the very first live stream for the year 2023. So, Happy New Year to everyone watching this video. Again, if you don't know me, my name is amalightworker, and I do live streams on this YouTube channel. I am an Akashic records practitioner. I also do tarot readings, face readings, energy clearings, space energy clearings. um, uh, there is a form of birthday reading called nine-star key reading, which is based in Chinese medicine, and I also do that as well as a part of face reading. And through the Akashic records, I'm able to do not only readings but also healings. So if you like to know more about me, please visit my website www.amalightworker.com, and you are going to find that information in the chat here or here in the chat, and also in the description box down here below. I'm open to take new clients. I do this job full time. So again, if you like to have a private session with me, please email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. Again, visit my website www.amalightworker.com. And in December, I did a live looking into the energies for 2023. So you're going to find that in this YouTube channel if you're interested, and I will try to link it, okay, when the live stream is over, because this is live. I can't edit while I am live. So I will give a little time to everybody to log into your accounts. Let me know where is it that you are chatting from so I can see. Small wild flowers. So it's good morning where you live. Christina, good morning to you. Small wild flowers. Okay. So she's listening in on her way to work. Love Whitey. How are you? Oh, thank you. I actually just got my hair done. New year, new hair. Montreal, Canada. That is nice. Tasha. Okay. All right. So we are about to have a full moon in January 2023. It's going to happen around January 6. It is a full moon in Cancer, but of course it's going to affect all of the signs of the zodiacs. Amelia from Michigan. I'm sorry, it's going to affect all the 12 signs of the zodiac. And I think I will be giving first the general energies. What does that mean for all of us as a collective? And then I will break that down per zodiac sign. So if you like to help me by reminding me what sign comes next, or if you like to do the timestamps, that would help me so much. Hi, Liz. How are you? Azel Laduser, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, Calgary, Canada. Okay. All right. So, full moon in Cancer, January 2023. It does feel that this full moon is not going to feel as intense. And I'm getting the sense that, generally speaking, is going to have a very clearing effect, clearing effect, cleansing you from anything that no longer serves you, anything that you no longer have use for, anything that is no longer serving you right. This full moon will help you to reset, okay? To clean the slate clean and to reset. For many of you, this is going to affect your work. You may have to deal with new situations, new clients, new opportunities. So in some ways, it's going to open certain doors connected to job prospects, job opportunities, and to your career. So for other ones, this will play out in the sense of family relations, family situations, family misunderstandings. It feels that whatever you refused to deal with it before, or maybe you had no idea that you had to deal with something, you were completely blind to the fact of what was happening behind the scenes. Now a lot of things are going to come to a surface where you can see them. So if truth was hidden from you, you're going to discover the truth. People may contact you because maybe they need to tell you something or even to confide in you. So in one way or another, this is going to help you to sort out what is the truth, what is the grounded truth, what is a lie, what is an illusion, what really holds real possibilities. So you're going to sort out what is and what isn't. And there's also energies that may affect you in the way how you feel about where you live. So it's not really about the address, the home. It could be about you changing your feelings about the environment where you live. Maybe suddenly you get this urge to change things around, to move furniture around, to redecorate, to paint, to fix whatever is broken around the house, fix and repair. I'm getting a lot of work being done on the roof or in the ceiling. I'm also getting the sense that for some of you, you are going to be triggered. Triggered rather. Something will trick you either emotionally or financially or something else that will happen, and it may inspire you or create opportunities for you to move. Okay, so you could be having conversations about the possibility of moving. Maybe you recently moved, so there's going to be a lot of conversation about a change of home, a change of address, changing your home environment. And it's all about what is it in the environment where you work and what is it in the environment where you live that creates problem for you, and what can you do to fix it. Is it the people around you? Is it things that are malfunctioning and you need to fix and repair? So it's all about what needs to happen so that you feel comfortable at a daily basis. And for some of you, they're also showing me getting to know new members of the community, new neighbors. There's going to be a lot more interactions with people around you in the neighborhood, around work, even random conversations. And if you're not busy yet, you are about to be. So to some degree, it feels like the calm before everything gets busy in your life. Busy with social life, busy with daily activities, busy with bills, busy working, busy making the money, busy with clients. And I see more people in the chat. Jean from Massachusetts, my former home in US, illuminated by design. Nicole, how are you, from Canada? So these are just the general energies of this full moon. It feels that whatever needs to happen, it's going to happen, and there's nothing you can do to change it. Or there's, if you go back in your mind and start thinking, oh, if I would have, if I said this differently, or if I presented my case differently, or if I could have done things differently, this wasn't going to happen. You are wrong. Whatever needs to happen at this point will happen. So where is it a blockage in the energy flow that you may not have been aware of? It will be shown to you. Okay, you may get a little sore throat. Something could be broken around the house. Something at work, doesn't work correctly. So it could be tiny little things. And these are going to be this is going to be a blessing because it's going to be showing you where something doesn't work so that you can go and fix it. And you have to be very careful around communication with your loved ones, with family members, someone with whom you are in a relationship with. Marriage situations could come to a forefront because this year, and this is only the beginning of the year. This year, a lot of couples, whether you are married legally or not, or just in a relationship, a lot of couples will come to that important decision, which direction to go with this relationship. And this year, guys, 2023 feels like it's going to be a decisive moment in relationships, in love, in marriages, where it's going to be either you make it or you break it. So either you get married or you get divorced. Either you work things out or everybody goes their separate ways. So a positive thing about this full moon in Cancer is that you do not have to do anything to clear out the old energy that no longer works for you. This full moon will be doing that for you. So if suddenly, okay, in a couple of weeks from now, in a couple of days or weeks from now, you find yourself that some people are just dropping out of your life, or they suddenly get transferred, or they suddenly move because they because the energy no longer wants them around you. There's going to be this shift. Many of you suddenly are going to start to attract in your life new people, a whole new social group, online groups, communities. You may be drawn to take certain courses or classes. Maybe there's going to be some kind of a training that you are going to benefit from, learning new things, learning new skills, sort out certain financial situations, especially regarding debts, taxes, money owed to you, money that you owe others, credit cards, something connected to liability, in whatever context that makes sense for you. For some of you, it's going to be in a legal sense. For some of you, it's going to be in terms of creditors and debt. So it's all about sorting out this situation. So hi, Janelle and Levy, how are you? Okay. And nice to see you online on my channel. Hi, Scarlett. So now I am going to break this down per zodiac sign. And please remember, if you are the one helping me with the timestamps, please also put a timestamp on the general energies, because it's going to make a lot better sense if you know the general energies and then break it down per zodiac sign. And please remember to listen for your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign. Aries sun, rising, and moon. You have to be very careful about what emotionally is stirring up, okay? Because you may end up saying or doing something in a spur of a moment without thinking, without processing. Your mouth will be much faster than your brain, and you may end up saying something very hurtful to other people around you. You may end up making a financial decision, okay, that you are going to regret. You may, sometimes you're not thinking, a click of a button, you end up opening an email that has a virus and you're not supposed to open it. You may have to deal with banking activities, an app connected to your bank, online banking. There's going to be some weird activities that maybe you have to address. And you have to be very careful with your online activities. Anything you say, you post on social media, anything where maybe you have to have a good antivirus installed, or maybe you may also receive news that someone around you has been hacked and they are warning you about it. But it could also relate it something to maybe your bank is has some sort of a cyber attack as well. So I'm not getting the sense that it may affect you so much, but there's going to be this kind of news and situations circulating around you. If they're not about you directly, it could be happening to someone you know, someone you live with, or a family member. So careful with what you say. Think, stop before you say, or before you leap into action. And this full moon will affect you for the next 4 weeks. Taurus sun, Taurus rising, and Taurus moon. You have a lot of emotional wounds that in many ways they need to heal. What happens during a healing process? Whatever is ready to heal will come to surface. You don't just heal in one shot. Okay, and for many of you, they're talking about emotional wounds of the past, from past relationships. For some of you, it may also go back to a time where you used to be very, very young, maybe even in childhood. During this time, for some of you, it's going to be a time of re-examination, how far you have grown, how much you have healed and cured from this emotional trauma, emotional issues. You are also going to feel a little bit overwhelmed, okay, from anything that could be happening around you. And also, you are going to be dealing with secrets being spilled, okay? Especially if you are a Taurus who is holding on very, very protectively to certain secrets. It's like you online or in your public life. Okay, yeah, you are a completely different persona, but in private you are completely different. So you may have to deal with the truth being revealed. During this time, it's going to be difficult for you not to hear gossip or not even to participate in gossip. Even if by nature you happen not to be a gossiper, you could find your situation either gossiping, hearing about gossip, or in some weird situation. So Any information that comes your way, whether it's coming from friends, the workplace, something you hear, better confirm it first. Okay, confirm. And you have to use your own inner GPS here. Use your own intuition to understand who is being truthful, okay, and who is lying. And understand, in every truth there's a little bit of exaggeration, and in every lie there is a little bit of a truth. They are so look for the gray area. Don't just look for every situation. Don't address every situation as black or white. Don't go by, oh, this is the principle of things. Okay, don't get caught up in fighting for ideals that no longer apply to you. You are going to deal with certain situations where anything that you believe to be true, a belief system, a religion, a philosophy that maybe you are following, no longer holds any truth for you. It no longer applies to you anymore because you have grown and you are now a different situation. So you need to work a little bit better between that balance between your emotional life and what is really happening. And there's going to be a lot of situations around forgiving and letting go, especially healing certain family matters. These could be family matters of the past. This could be family matters that are suddenly going to show up. And it may begin with some sort of a family crisis to address, family emergency to address. But trust me, throughout the year 2023, you are going to be granted plenty of opportunities to sort things out. And as a result, to strengthen your family relations, particularly with family members and relatives with whom you are struggling a little bit. So again, it will affect you for the next 4 weeks. Pay attention to the way how you drive. Try to be a careful driver. If you have to take your car for inspection, do not delay on that. So when it comes to driving, or you don't know where you're going and you have a map in your GPS, double check that address, double check the route where you're going, because for some of you there's going to be something about traffic or the wrong address or some delays with transportation and driving. So I hope that this is making sense to you, Taurus. Gemini Sun, Gemini Rising, and Gemini Moon. You have to calm down. What you are looking for is going to turn out to be right in front of you, whether it is a solution, a person to help you, a situation to turn around. You are now going to have a lot of inner energy, inner stimulus to push yourself forward. If you needed willpower, maybe to put yourself back on a health regime, whatever your health issues are and whatever you need to do to address them, where it is that you need to put yourself on some sort of a program or a schedule to have a better daily routine, a better work schedule, a better financial analysis, or a better financial situation as well, you will have what it takes to push through it and also to improve your finances. During this time, the Akashic records are indicating that some of you are going to be looking into increasing your financial resources, maybe have an additional financial source. Online business, you could be expanding on your job, your clientele, if you work with clients, could be expanding at this time. I'm also getting a lot of your creativity will be sky high. Okay, any project that you are working toward, maybe suddenly you get inspired to clean and redecorate your home or make changes to your home environment. So any creative projects that you are going to have an idea, maybe you don't start working on them right away, but you have an idea, is going to bloom and is going to be eventually successful. Anything that you plant your roots, if you happen to create a new friendship, if you happen to create a new relationship right now, okay, your whole perspective on love and dating will be changing and transforming. I'm also getting a sense of many of you communicating with people overseas, other countries, benefiting from business or friendships or any communication with foreigners in your own country, or even foreigners in other countries. And I'm also getting the sense that some of you could be looking into buying or selling property. So you are going to hire some kind of professional help. You may hire somebody to professionally clear the energy of your house, like from an energetic point of view. You may hire somebody to clean your house. You may hire help around the home, like a gardener, somebody to fix, I don't know, the washer and dryer, any water or anything related to water, like plumbing issues. You may hire a psychologist. You could be looking into getting laser hair treatment or laser hair removals. You could be looking at beauty products or anything that maybe is not so invasive in terms of beautifying your self, like little procedures. So there is this overall sense of growth. But remember, Gemini, where you put your mind, that's where energy goes. Okay. So you, during this time, you may also come up with a brilliant idea. You may invent something. Okay. So pay attention to any thoughts, any ideas, write them down, record them somehow, and pay attention to your dreams, because you are about to have genius ideas, or you may end up discovering something, inventing a product, inventing a solution. Maybe you are in research and you suddenly get a major breakthrough, you discover something. So pay attention to the signs along the way, and the particular signs that you, Gemini, need to pay attention to for the next 4 weeks are going to be any repetitive numbers. So pay attention to numbers, numerology, if you believe in that. Look for the symbolism of numbers. If you get number 1 or number 2, like Google it, what is the spiritual meaning of repetitive numbers? Because this is how spirit will be talking to you through during this time. Repetitive signs, anything that keeps repeating. If you turn on the TV or YouTube and there's always the same commercial playing, the same commercial playing, there's something for you in there. Repetitive signs, particularly with numbers. I hope that this is making sense to you, Gemini. Next, Cancer sun, Cancer rising, and Cancer moon. It feels a little bit, there's this duality about how you are going to be affected by full moon in your own sign, because for some of you it's all about moving forward, so moving forward with full force. Anything that was a little bit stagnant, now it's moving forwards. But for other signs, it's all about having to make reflection, having to make important decisions about a home related situations, roommates, signing contracts, whoever needs to move out, whoever needs to leave a home, leave a home country even. Because for some of you, it's going to be about immigration related situations, citizenship related matters, getting a visa, travel, foreign travel, maybe preparing for it. So maybe some sort of family members could be moving in or moving out at this time. So it's going to be about changes not only in your home and home environment, but there's also going to be changes in family relations. Okay. And for some of you, they're also talking about the possibility of somebody getting married. Thus, the home structure is changing, a new family member through marriage. But they are also talking about the possibility of a pregnancy and a new child in the family. And I'm also shown images of Cancerians looking into fertility issues, taking a pregnancy test. So some of you could be specifically working on having a new child. I'm also shown a lot of you Cancerians going to maybe these are the regular checkups with your doctors, because I see a lot of you in and out doctors' offices, in and out of hospitals. Some of you may also end up helping somebody in a hospital or visiting somebody in a hospital, but I'm getting a sense that you're going to get a lot of answers now. If you were struggling with anything health wise, now finally you will be lucky to get the right doctors, giving the right diagnosis, the right treatment, and anything that was puzzling to you, it doesn't matter what that was. If you were puzzled by something, now finally you have the answer. Okay, and now you will be shown how you can understand, comprehend, and explain anything that was puzzling to you before. So there's a deep comprehension here that will be taking place, Cancer. And I hope that this is helping you. Leo sun, Leo rising, and Leo moon. They're talking about travel. For some of you, it's going to be short distance travel, long distance travel, the possibility of moving, dealing with financial issues at a grand scale. I'm not talking about a small amount of money. I'm talking about money transfers, money wires, wiring money, buying and selling of property, buying and selling of a car, buying and selling of a business. Basically, they're talking about something major in your life transforming, okay? And if you are a Leo that somehow you were in the background, okay? Maybe you work in an office, you did all of the work, but then you have a manager, there's somebody else up front who presents the case, or maybe who takes credit for it. Feels like now you're going to feel seen. If you are looking for a job, okay, if before you had difficulties, okay, it's like everywhere you turned all the doors were closed, or maybe you didn't get there on time and the job position was already taken. Now it feels like all of these doors are going to open. If there was any time when you wanted to be maybe famous, maybe you wanted to be on social media, maybe gain more followers, maybe open a YouTube channel or anything else like in a new platform on social media, this is the time. Okay, because you are immediately going to be noticed. Okay, so success when it comes to feeling seen at the center of attention. However, you need to pay attention to little misunderstandings. You need to pay attention to anything that you are signing right now. I don't care whether it is something that you need to sign and it's very routine. Maybe through your work, that's what you have to do. You have to look for details, pay attention to the fine print, okay, for the next 4 weeks. And they're also talking about a rental property. Some of you could be looking to rent in a new property. You could be going away and like renting, or somebody may be offering to you, like I have a cottage or I have something that maybe you get to stay for a few days. There's going to be this sense that many of you need to disconnect and maybe just go away for a couple of days just to relax and just to feel deeply connected to nature. Okay, there's going to be this back and forth about you wanting, your soul wanting to feel more comfortable just staying outside and enjoying nature, or even enjoying the weather. And pay attention to how much money you could be spending on clothes, or so pay attention to expenditure. So again, I'm not getting the sense of any financial crisis, but at the same time, pay attention to how is it that you are spending your money. So I hope that this is making sense to you, Leos. Virgo, Virgo Sun, Virgo Rising, and Virgo Moon. Many of you are about to change a job. For some of you, it will be a matter of switching from one department to another. For other Virgos, it's going to be, okay, I am part of this team and I'm part of this project, and suddenly you are going to be placed with a new team and your project, or maybe this is exactly what you were looking to do, because you are going to be dealing with new team members, new projects that are going to feel more fulfilling to you. For those of you Virgos who may find yourself doing a bigger move, like switching one job from one job to another, not only changing the department or the team or the project, it does feel that there's going to be a little bit of a resistance. Either you really have to work hard to convince the people to hire you, or maybe they have to work and convince you to work for them. And it feels that there's going to be a lot of going back and forth in your mind, having to make this decision, having to make other decisions as well, other choices, a lot of going back and forth in your mind. And whatever decision you end up choosing, it does feel, it's going to feel right for you, okay, or it's going to work out. But you have to be patient. You have to give it a chance so that you can see that it's working out. So for the next 4 weeks, don't dismiss anything without knowing everything. Okay, if you don't know, I don't care, it is a gossip, it is a work project, it's a possibility, it is a door opening up for you, something being offered to you, don't just dismiss it right away. Okay, get all of the facts, the pro and the cons, okay, the positive and the negative, the advantages and the disadvantages, before you make that decision. So do not rush in any decisions without a proper analysis. Pay attention to your finances, because I'm getting the sense that you may be dealing with cutting a financial source, a financial stream, opening an old one, opening a bank account, switching financial sources around. For some of you, you may also end up going back to an old profession. You may end up going back to an old job, or somehow even ending up in an old neighborhood. So there's going to be this familiarity. Okay, you may be going places and end up seeing and meeting familiar places and familiar faces, familiar people. Whatever this is, okay, there are certain situations that keep happening to you, Virgos, and they feel very familiar to you, so you know exactly how to handle it and what to do. Okay. And for some reason, this seems to be very specific, Virgo, but they want you to be careful with sugar intake, how much sugary stuff you are eating, because eventually this information may end up being important to you. So because this information was so specific, let me know like what's happening and how you relate to this information, Virgo. Libra sun, Libra rising, and Libra moon. You have to be aware of any emotions around rejection. It doesn't mean that every single Libra will feel that way. Okay, but you have to be very aware, because I'm getting the sense that for those of you who may find yourself being rejected or feeling rejected or having issues around rejection, understand that a portion of that is also an illusion. I'm getting the sense that whatever is not granted or given or approved for you right now is going to be granted, open, or approved later on. I'm getting a lot of you Libras, it's like you're looking for something to be a grant, something you applied for, a visa, immigration related paperwork and documentation. So it feels like whatever you are looking for to get, it will come to you and it will be granted to you. Maybe just not right now. So it feels like where something closes, where something ends, something new begins. So for you, this full moon will actually affect you in the sense that a lot of things are coming to an end, because a lot of new things are happening. So where a door closes, a new one opens. And this also applies to certain relationships and also to love connections. For you, Libra, there's going to be situations around mothers and fathers. You may find yourself having to take care of a mother or father, family responsibilities. You may have to help them financially or care for them in some ways, or even having to give them spiritual support. If you are in a profession where you actually take care of others, like a babysitter, or you take care of elderly, or you are a nurse, so in whatever capacity, okay, you may be working where you are the caregiver, you may find yourself very, very busy, because maybe these people that you take care of, they need you more than usual. Anything that you plant your seeds now, anything that you initiate and begin now, it will be very rewarding, especially around May and June. So anything that you need to initiate now, okay, is going to be very successful. Okay, especially around May and June. And again, maybe you find yourself that these new beginnings find you. They're going to be very successful and deeply meaningful. So pay attention to that timeline: January, May, June 2023. Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Rising, and Scorpio Moon. In many ways, the next 4 weeks to you Scorpios are going to feel like a whole new revolution. You may find yourself looking differently, changes in your physical appearance. You may find yourself feeling differently physically, emotionally, with your health. There's going to be some sort of an improvement. If you are struggling with your physical appearance, if you are struggling emotionally, if you are struggling with your health, if you have some sort of a chronic condition, there's going to be some sort of an improvement. Pay attention and notice who is showing up in your life right now. Who are you meeting? Who are you running into? Because you are going to be like a magnet for good people, a magnet for goodness. You may show up to help other people with advice, to direct them, to give them practical advice and practical help. So it feels like anything that you help, anything that you offer to the universe right now, it will come back to you in 10 folds. You are entering some sort of an energy where you are going to benefit from karma, from anything good that maybe you have done in this lifetime or in past lifetimes. There is this energy also of sexual healing and sexual transformation, particularly if you haven't been sexually active in a while. I mean, people could be married and not necessarily be sexually active for a period of time. So all of that is changing. I'm just getting a sense that somehow you're going to feel like you are a magnet. You attract anything that you need right now, especially when it comes to your sexual attraction. There's going to be situations from the past. This situation from the past could be about a past profession, a past job, ex co-workers and ex bosses, an inheritance related situation, a property related situation. It could also be about the family and the inheritance, okay, or the settlement of an estate that at this point, if the situation hasn't progressed in any direction, it was stalling, now is going to be moving forward. I mean, not everybody's going to be happy about it, okay, because there is this duality about this matter. Some people are going to be happy, some are not going to be happy, but the important thing is that whatever was stuck now will start to move forward. And I'm also getting the promise of money to come, financial rewards in the making. You are going to be given money, because for some of you, I'm getting online activities, online business. I don't know if you already have an online business or you're thinking of creating one. The timing feels right. So I see a lot of you looking into the details, okay, like preparing to make this website or to open this online business. Okay, I'm also getting job offers, like attracting something that will help you to create more money. It could be through a job, through clients, even through the possibility of relocation for some of you Scorpio. So I hope that this is making sense to you, Scorpio. Sagittarius sun, Sagittarius rising, and Sagittarius moon. They're talking about marriages, okay? There could be, you could be reflecting on your current marriage. You may be reflecting on, I want to get married because right now I'm not. It's going to be about negative emotions that you may be experiencing right now, especially about love, relationship. And it doesn't matter, okay? You could be experiencing negative emotions or heaviness around a past relationship, a past marriage, a current one, or even not feeling so high almighty about a future one, where you're going to feel that, ooh, I am the one putting negativity on that. You're going to catch yourself thinking or feeling negatively, and you are going to do something to change your attitude. For some of you, you could be working with a psychologist. You could be following a spiritual advisor, a spiritual mentor. You could be taking courses, classes, something that will help you, okay, to understand your behavior properly so that you can shift and change your behavior to kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm also getting that there are going to be some confusion about a work situation. So some confusion, maybe some delays due to internet or internet not working or something technical. So if it's not internet, it's something else, but all of these are very resolvable. So it's very important that in the moment you do not panic, because anything that could be happening around you right now, it's very resolvable. It could be communication issues, technical issues, driving issues. I don't care what it is, something that breaks and you need to fix it. These are very resolvable. Try to keep your cool and stay calm, because you're going to get through this. Other than that, I'm not getting the sense of anything major around you as a result of this full moon. So remember, you could be under the influence of this full moon for the next 4 weeks. Sagittarius. So I hope that this is making sense to you. Aquarius, Sun, Aquarius rising, and Aquarius moon. For some of you, it's going to feel like you are in an emotional roller coaster, and you're going to do your best not to react or overreact emotionally. In many ways, you are going to feel connected to a passion. You're going to feel more creative to your own sense of intuition, to your own sense of creativity. It feels like if emotionally you are feeling like this, maybe you are sick and that's why you felt like that. It's like now it's like you're walking tall and you're holding your head high and you're moving forward with anything that you are doing right now. I'm even getting the sense that some of you are going to feel inspired to kind of pursue someone romantically. You may find yourself more open to love offers, romantic offers. They're talking about I'm getting the sense of a ring and receiving jewelry or receiving gifts, but on the other hand is Aquarius season. This is the month that many Aquarians have their birthday, me included. So happy birthday to you and happy birthday to me. So don't dwell too much on your feelings, okay? Do not dwell too much on your feelings. The Akashic records are asking you to clear your mind. Okay, try to enjoy every moment, and there's going to be a lot of energies connected to your abundance. You may discover a prayer, you may discover an energetic practice, you may discover some sort of a program or a daily practice that is going to help you and enable you to emotionally move past your emotional wounds, to move forward financially, even creating new financial sources. So opportunities for you to grow financially in the next 4 weeks, and also opportunities for you to grow followers that you have on social media, to grow your communication skills. Maybe you learn a foreign language, maybe you find out a new way to communicate. Your vocabulary will be expanded and you are going to be more efficient in what you have to communicate, especially if you have to do a presentation. I'm also getting radio, a podcast. You are going to be noticed in some ways, and also making new friends. I'm also getting meeting new people and making new friends. Uh, they may not be significant to you right away, but eventually these new connections, these new friendships, these new acquaintances may end up being significant to you later on. And you are also going to be invited to attend some sort of a networking event. Okay, this could be online networking events, sharing your profile on a website where people are looking for a job. I see a lot of you dealing with your resume or your curriculum vitae. That's how CV. That's how they say it in certain countries. So there's going to be this reorganization of your daily life, your job, your business, if you happen to have a business, or even your health and even your physical appearance. I hope that this is making sense to you, Aquarius. Pisces. There's Pisces sun, rising, and moon. This is a very spiritual full moon for you. You're going to feel deeply connected, particularly if you are a Pisces whose soul was always craving for some sort of a deep connection, a deeper connection with someone in a love related sense. Finding a purpose, anything that you are going to focus now, you are going to sense that you are attracting that purpose, that fulfillment that you were seeking earlier. And if you are dealing with any legal related issues, justice related issues, lawyers, lawsuits, court related matters, all of these matters are now going to progress. If you were planning and thinking of doing anything that involved the legal and the justice system, any legal paperwork, contracts, this is the time for you to start talking to a lawyer, look into details, sign contracts, or preparing for things to take over. You are going to be dealing with some changes at work. You may find that now you have a new superior, a new manager. There's going to be changes in the management. If you happen to be the management yourself, you are going to be dealing with other changes around you. They're talking about system changes. Could be different systems that they use in the computer, safety protocols. So there's going to be changes. Okay, related to your work. Some of you may find yourself working more from home, or maybe if you're not a homebody, you may find yourself enjoying staying home. Many of you are going to be dealing with insurance, health insurance, medical insurance, home insurance, cleaning the snow, flooding, dealing with something, maybe weather is affecting your home in some ways or your work. So some of you may have to deal with that. I get a sense of a lot of you being on the phone, calling offices, calling banks, or there's going to be more communication and more phone calls than usual. But at the same time, you're going to feel reconnected to your old purpose or to a purpose, feeling reconnected to some people that maybe you haven't seen or spoken to in a long while. So what family means to you now is going to take a whole new meaning. And for many of you, you're going to end up finding and connecting and reconnecting, for some of you, with people of your own tribe, people with whom they're not your DNA family, but they are your spiritual family. So finding your tribe. That's what I'm getting from this full moon in Cancer for you, Pisces. So, to all of the signs of the zodiac, please remember to listen for the general energies because that applies to each and every zodiac sign and it's going to make better sense to you when you listen to that and then you break it down into your own individual sun sign, rising sign, and moon sign. Okay. Let me read some of the comments. Hello from Norway. Okay. What else do we have? Oh, Jess, thank you. You are also an Aquarius. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you, Liz, for giving your review for the Abundance program. Thank you. So, if anybody else has any questions related to this full moon or a comment or whatever question, let me know. I'm going to dedicate like another 5 minutes or so, or if anybody wants to know what the Akashic records are. Okay, so and let me know, how was your New Year's? Did you celebrate? Did you go out? What did you do? Did it feel differently from other years? I love Spirit 888. Happy New Year to you as well. Okay, so I don't see any questions for the time being, and I wanted to introduce to you my new painting. Okay, and you're going to find a picture of it on my channel under the community tab. So when you click there, that's where I usually post messages, any paintings, or when it lets you know that I am about to go live. So always check the community tab. So this is the painting. I don't know if you are able to see it. And this is Northern Lights or Aurora Borealis. And this is my interpretation of it. Okay. And the Akashic records indicated to me, because I was asking what the northern lights are, what is Aurora Borealis, what is the spiritual meaning of it. They told me that these are the points anywhere in the globe, anywhere in the planet where you can see the northern lights. And part of it is in Norway, because I saw people from Norway chatting right now. That's where Earth communicates with the rest of the universe. These are the points where Earth needs to release energy. And these are also the points, okay, where the Aurora Borealis happens, the northern lights. These are also certain portals that are open, okay, where you get to manifest. These Aurora Borealis, the northern lights, that's the space where energy clears. Earth, the planet Earth, also needs to breathe, release energy so it can cleanse it, it can recycle it. And that's where it happens. So that was that was the spiritual meaning of Aurora Borealis or the northern lights. And so it's all about And the Akashic records also indicated to me that people who end up living in these areas, particularly people who live in areas where it's 6 months only night and 6 months only day, they told me something that their soul has chosen to experience that and to live that, and it's only for the brave ones. And these are also people who are highly intuitive, and they may not necessarily be aware of it. These are people that are very sensitive to energy. Okay, so, and there's, I don't think the light here does justice to the painting. Let me know if anybody is interested in purchasing this painting. This is like a smaller painting compared to the usual size paintings that I make. I don't know if I need to bring it closer. Okay. I may add a few minor touches here and there, but do let me know if anyone is interested in this one. Okay, so I guess that was for now. Again, if you have any questions, and I'm still organizing my group energy clearing, I haven't decided on a date. I need to look more into the Akashic records, what dates and times are they are going to suggest that I do this. But again, I'm still organizing the group energy clearing because we need to prepare for this new year 2023 with a new energy. And remember, energetically, every year begins in February 4th. Okay, so it is January and it is the January of the new year 2023, but you don't really feel the full energy of this year until February 4th. That's where energetically the shift happens and you can feel the energy of the new year. And that's for every year. So around February 4th of every year. So let me know if anybody is interested in purchasing the painting from me or any other painting, or if you like to get a session with me or to participate in any of my programs. Yes, Goddess 33. Yeah, you don't really feel that shift, or it doesn't really feel like the new year until February 4th. So energetically is somehow connected to the Chinese Lunar New Year. That's when the shift in energy happens. Empress 1111, you're being triggered with your living situation and your money living faster than you keep it. Sorry to hear that. It is what it is, unfortunately. But let me know if you are interested in participating in the group energy clearing. I will be doing other live streams. So again, my website www.amalightworker.com, my email amalightworker@gmail.com. I have also linked right here in the chat. Where is it? Okay, here in the chat, my website, my email, and also my PayPal, and is also linked under the just in the description box down here below. So contact me for reading a session or to purchase a painting from me. Okay, this is the Northern Lights. Remember to like, to share, and to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. This is important for me in this channel to gain more followers. So sign up, subscribe, and I will reconnect with you soon in the next live stream. Thank you very much. Happy New Year to you again. Bye-bye.